What's up, everyone? How's it going? This is Tyler Dunn here on the Go Long podcast. Thank you so much for listening, however you listen, wherever, Apple, Spotify, golongtd.com. I greatly appreciate it. And a special thank you to all of our loyal subscribers to the newsletter at golongtd.com for making this even possible. Your investment of time, your financial investment of $8 a month, $50 a year, it's unbelievably appreciated. It's what allows Sonny and Ella to live a beautiful life. And if you've seen pictures of them, who wouldn't want Ella and Sonny to live a beautiful life? I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. All right. I'm reaching out to everybody today because we have a special offer for the blood and guts, holding it right here in my hands for those watching on YouTube, How Tight Ends Save Football. I cannot begin to tell you all how much fun it really was to travel the country and hang out with Mike Ditka, Tony Gonzalez, Jackie Smith, Rob Gronkowski, Dallas Clark, Jimmy Graham, and who wouldn't want to throw a drink or two or three or four back with Jeremy Shockey down in Miami Beach? That might have happened. It might have happened at the Yard House down there. It was so much fun. It was a labor of love. Really tried to pour myself into this project from day one. And I know that if you're reading Go Long, if you're listening to this podcast, if you love real pro football, this book is going to be for you. The tight end position, that's really what saved the sport, preserved the sport. And as you kind of learn through these chapters, each chapter is basically a long form feature on one of the greatest tight ends ever, and they really intertwine and weave into one another. As you kind of go chapter to chapter, tight end to tight end, it really makes you want to look into the mirror and examine your own life. I swear that's what I was doing myself after hanging out with Jackie Smith, and he's literally in tears reliving that Super Bowl drop, or talking to Dallas Clark about the day as a high school senior, his mother died in his arms, hanging out with Jimmy Graham and hearing about his life in a group home as a child where he literally feared for his life every day. There are some unbelievably harrowing stories from all of these tight ends. There's also a lot of fun and a lot of laughs too. Rob Gronkowski, holy hell, is Rob Gronkowski to his core in that chapter, as is George Kittle, as is Shannon Sharp, and what he really built there at the tight end position with Denver. Well, that might blow your mind as well. So thank you so much for being willing to read this book. And I wanted to let everybody know that if you follow the link in the description of this episode on Apple, Spotify, wherever you're listening, you can get the Blood and Guts. It's out October 18th. You can pre-order it 30% off. So that's just $21 for this book. 15 profiles on the greatest to ever do it. Let's see, it comes in about 350 pages or so. $21. Hit that link. The deal is good through October 11th. So pre-order right there. It's also, if you're a social mediaite and you're on Twitter, it's pinned at the top of my profile. The link is right there as well. And hey, if you're not a subscriber, a paying subscriber to Go Long, and you're thinking about it, maybe you see, they have a series on the Minnesota Vikings and what it was like with Mike Zimmer. And the Detroit Lions are kicking everybody's ass up front of the offensive line. How can that be the case? Or Trevor Lawrence, superstar. If you want to read some of our premium content and you upgrade to an annual subscription right now, and you reach out to me, DM on Twitter or email golongtd@gmail.com, maybe you also get a copy of the Blood and Guts. I'm just saying. So reach out to me if you are in that category. And everybody else, thank you so much for reading, for listening, for your interest in the Blood and Guts. October 18th, baby. I cannot wait for this to come out. And we're going to have an entire tight end week at Go Long this coming week that I think you're all going to really enjoy. Not everything could make the book, right? So I was able to have some awesome conversations with other tight ends, other stories that we'll be sure to get in at Go Long. And we're also going to have a chapter excerpt at Go Long. So let's celebrate the greatest position in all of sports right here at Go Long. Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. Reach me anytime, and we'll talk to you very soon.